Hey, howdy, hi. I won't lie, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm so excited. Welcome to the Hey, Howdy, Hi podcast. My name is Sierra Guajardo. It's actually still Sierra Garcia because I haven't changed my last name yet, but
Same.
welcome to the Hey, Howdy, Hi podcast. I'm going into this, honestly, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that I want to do this. So we're just going to have fun. We're going to go through this journey together. I'm bringing you with me. So let's just have fun together. Background: I am born and raised here in Corpus Christi. I am 27 years old. November 26, 1998. I went to 4 high schools. I went to King, I went to Veterans, I went to Corpus Christi College Prep, and then I went back to Veterans. I went to 3 high schools. Graduated Veteran 2017, and yeah, we moved out of Corpus to like the Rockport area, probably like in 2017. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So when people think I'm not from Corpus, I am. I'll show you my birth certificate. No, I won't. A little bit about me. I am a local creator. I'm a mom. I am a business owner. I have a business called Hey Howdy Hi, which is now, I guess, podcast. So we're going to figure that out together. I create custom hats, custom shirts, all the fun stuff. I started a hat bar back in December of 2024. It kind of just started on its own. It was an accident, and now it's flourished into everything you see now, which is kind of crazy. It's actually really, really crazy. Y'all, my audience is the reason why I started Hey Howdy Hi, which I think is so cool. But we'll get more into business aspect later. Today, I want to introduce my very special first guest ever on this podcast, Jesslyn. What's your last name? I don't know your last name.
Okay, actually, I haven't changed my maiden name either.
That's
I
okay.
haven't changed my last name yet either. So it's Garza, but it's gonna be Baltierra. Baltierra.
Baltierra.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
little hard to say. Everyone always gets it wrong.
Okay, redo.
Okay. Don't say my whole name. That just you can't
Okay,
say
then
my
I'll just
government name. No.
Okay, I won't. I won't.
No.
Jesslyn, thank you for being my first guest on the Hey Howdy Hi podcast. It's actually insane. This is so cool. Think of this just as a chit chat coffee. We're at Driftwood. We're at Adelpho's drinking our coffees. Like, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right now. It's not that serious. We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have girl time. So let's tell everybody how we met. You go first. Or do you want me to go first? I'll go first. I'll go first, okay?
Okay. Wait, it's actually crazy though because Wild Rose Takeover is tomorrow, and you're not going to be there.
You know what? And that's where we met.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
know.
it's been a year. No, it hasn't. It
No,
literally
it's not the
hasn't.
anniversary. I think it was July.
It wasn't July. It's
That's
been
what
a
I thought,
year.
too.
It's felt a lot longer than what it's
It
been.
does. I feel like we just instantly clicked.
We definitely
and it was
did.
just like we knew each other our whole life.
Yes, we did. Yeah, me and Jesslyn met, I guess, online, right? Instagram, you could say. We have some mutual
Kinda,
friends.
yeah, I guess
Yes,
so.
we have some mutual friends. Victoria with Wild Rose, love you. She's a mutual friend of ours, and that's kind of just how we like crossed paths.
Yeah.
I really don't.
That and you're all over TikTok. I think I followed. I followed you because of some food page, maybe not because of some food recommendation. I can't remember. I still want to try that one Indian place at the Trade Center.
Oh,
That's
yes.
on my bucket list.
Yes, they're amazing. They're very good. They're actually really, really good. Oh, okay. So I thought, well, I don't know. Anyways, I met. I just
I
popped
feel
up on your For You page. Okay.
I just know it was you popped up on my For You page a while back.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably Burai.
You know what? Or no, actually, I think you popped up on my For You page when Hey Howdy Hi when you dropped your pictures, or was I already following you between them? I don't know. I just remember seeing them on my TL and they were so pretty.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I remember my first impression of Jess. I don't know how. We just ended up meeting one day for coffee at Driftwood, and we just like clicked. It was so crazy. We ended up going back to her salon for like 4 hours and just talking forever about everything. And that's when I knew I was like, okay, this is my friend. She's my friend. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's a love story.
It is a true love story.
That's true.
A true friend love story. Not to mention though, like literally, yeah, everyone says we look alike.
Before I dyed my hair red, I felt like we looked like sisters or
Mm-hmm.
cousins.
Yes, related for sure. Actually, so before I even met you, yeah, also too, that's also the impression. A lot of my clients were talking about you. They're like, "Do you know that girl Sierra?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know her, but I see her. Like, I follow her." And then they'll just say like something about like a recommendation that they want to go to because of you. I'm like, yeah. And then like two of my clients are like, you want to know, like you kind of remind me, or like she reminds me of you. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess I can see it. And then when I met you at Wild Rose Takeover, and you're like, yeah, like I think we look alike, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I see it. And then I showed Joel too, and he was like, yeah, you all could be sisters.
It's so funny because, like, when you look at somebody else, you don't think I look like them.
I
But
know.
we probably look nothing alike.
I know. I don't think.
I think I just feel
Well, I
you.
honestly, it's crazy. I think it's the hair. I think it's the hair. It's the smile and the color.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
cause
the
we're
hair.
like,
It's the hair. It's the color of our skin. It might be the eyes.
maybe
It's just the vibes, okay? It's just the vibes. Let
it's
me
the
be delusional.
vibes.
Just
I
let me be
know.
delusional and think
It's like those people like well those friends in elementary. They're like that's my cousin, and like it's like they're
it's
not
not.
cousins, and they call everyone their cousin. So
That's so
you're my
funny.
cousin.
That's hilarious. No, yeah, just let me be delusional. I don't have any sisters, so let me just like pretend, all right?
No.
Just let me pretend. So, I want to tell the whole world about you because I think you're so cool. I do. I think you are very creative, and I love shedding light on people that are creative, and you are a creative. You really are. I feel like I use my platform as far as like TikTok, social media, whatever, and this for others. That is what I like to do. I like to use my platform for other people. I don't care about recognition. I don't care about any of that. I just love to show off other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really happy that you're my first guest because I want you to tell everybody who you are, what you do, why you do what you do, and where you got started. So, what do you do?
The many things that I do. I know. I'm like, I do so many things. I feel like so many thoughts come into my head, and I want to do them all. Okay, so I'm a nail tech, salon owner, um, and also a barista now slash I guess coffee shop owner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's it right now. Right now.
Right. Yeah, right now.
I've actually been dipping my feet in social media a little bit, to be honest. I
You
haven't been
definitely
talking
have.
about it, but I've been helping clients with their social media. And it's actually been crazy because I've been helping them with it and they've been blowing up. Actually, so I helped my lash tech. She was like kind of like very like feeling very doubtful about her business and just like kind of like oh like I don't know I think I'm gonna like just kind of like not quitting but lowering her prices to get clients in because she was like completely slow. So I said, and this is like so she wasn't my lash tech, like she's my client, and she's telling me about this and like right away like I feel like when somebody tells me something like an idea pops in my head, it's like boop 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 like oh you could do this, you could do that. And so right away I'm like dude just let me help you. So then I book time off. I go with her to her salon where she's at, and I shoot all this content. I shoot her brand photos. I make her TikToks. I make her a reel for Instagram. The TikTok that I made her blew up. I think actually, let me check. It blew up, and now she's fully booked for December. That's
Amazing.
crazy, right?
That's
So
amazing.
she went from like she's like I don't even know how like the holidays are coming up. Like she
Yeah.
didn't know how she was gonna get booked, and
Yeah, I think
like
that's actually really cool. And I think that's honestly like the Lord moving in your way because
it really is.
you had a friend who was down and doubtful in themselves and you used your knowledge and your talents. That's something so easy for you to
Mm-hmm.
help them. And look at what it did. Like that's crazy.
Yes. I honestly I knew it would do good, but I guess I didn't have that much faith in myself that it was gonna do as good as it did.
Hmm.
But I'm honestly just so glad that like she's like thriving now.
Yeah.
It's my little
Your little
client,
side. Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
little client now.
How
So
cool.
so I guess yeah. So what would you call that?
Uh,
Social media marketing
yeah.
manager kind of? No, cuz I'm not really managing it. I'm just helping her.
I would say content creation.
Yeah, I guess
Hmm.
content creation,
Hmm.
which is pretty cool cuz I like it.
Well, you're very good. Whenever I would see your post for Glossed, it was
Mhm.
amazing. Like just the way you edited a video. And that's what I noticed.
Mhm.
Just, I've always noticed little things like editing and like camera quality and stuff like that, even
Yeah.
before I was posting. And I always noticed how good yours was. And then when you started Jireh, it just replicated in a different way, though. Like, you change the branding as you should. It's a different business, and it's so good. And it's your own way. And I love it. Like, I looked at your TikTok yesterday. Your page, it's so good. The views are great, the engagement's great, but the content is like there, and it's amazing. And I love what you just posted, you and Joel, because it just shows more of who y'all are.
Yes.
And I push that so much on people. Like, you just have to be real and you have to be honest.
And I feel like that's what's in right now, is like just being genuine. Like, I think everyone is just so tired of like this fake stuff just being pushed on us, and like, oh, you have to be perfect, you have to be like aesthetic, which I love, like aesthetic stuff, but like we just want to see what's real.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know. You know what's crazy is a lot of people actually think that I have a marketing manager behind Jireh's.
No.
Yeah,
way.
I actually get asked that a lot. Like lately, I've been getting asked like, "Who does your marketing?" And I'm like, "I do."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Though. That's actually really cool that you can say that too. Like, I do this too, you know? Because for some people, I always thank God for creativity, because some people don't have it, or they don't have like the mental capacity to even think about it, you know? So I constantly thank God for creativity. And that's something you kind of forget to be thankful for, is creativity, you know? And I'll sometimes even pray for creativity. Lord, I have a mental block. Please help me, like give me some inspiration. So it's a lot of fun. But that is really, really cool. Your marketing is really, really good, and your content is very good.
Thank you.
So I love that. I just notice little things, and I appreciate good content.
I think that's also to you as a creative and an artist, is paying attention to the details, because that's me too.
Yeah.
The details matter.
Like with Wild Rose, I would just like,
oh my gosh, that
drool
girl
over her videos. And one time she posted this video like in the ocean, like her earrings were in the ocean, and I was like, dude, this girl, like, I'm so happy I can call her a friend now. She's so creative. That's another.
She is just a genius.
She's an absolute genius. Like, I can't wait for that girl to just blow up. Like,
she already is.
She already is, but like,
I know.
I can't even imagine how much bigger she's going to get. We could literally rave about her forever.
I know, literally. We were talking yesterday, and she's like, it's crazy because it's just the beginning. I was like, that's actually really scary.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're just doing so good, and this is just the beginning. Like, I just can't wait.
That's another episode.
Yeah.
But, so yeah. So tell me more. I want to know more about Jireh. I want to know more about coffee. I love coffee. You know I love coffee. I'm a coffee. I don't know if I'm a coffee snob. I don't think I'm a coffee snob, but I love good coffee. So I want to know more about Jireh. What inspired you to start Jireh? Why Jireh? And for some people that don't know what Jireh is, tell them. Tell us.
Jireh Jehovah, our provider. Like, so honestly, okay, so first 2 years ago, my husband got me an espresso machine for Christmas. And like, I honestly didn't know how to make coffee. I didn't really know. I did know about coffee. I knew that I liked coffee. I knew what coffee I didn't like. But I was like, I want to make my own coffee. I don't know if I got influenced on TikTok or just to make my own coffee. So I got an espresso machine for Christmas. I started making the syrups. I started making, all the stuff that a at-home barista does. I did all that. I loved it. Then Joel started doing it, my husband. And we kind of started doing it together, and it was kind of like a bonding thing. And like, we would send each other different like recipes, and I would make stuff, he would make stuff, and it's kind of just been ongoing. And that's kind of what started it, like started the love for it. And then we just started trying different coffee shops, and just just I guess really liking coffee more just than just a regular like latte. Because like, I feel like at the beginning when you first start liking coffie, you like 7 Brew. And like,
yes, 100%.
Now I'm like, I can't drink something.
I'm not ashamed to admit, I used to go to Starbucks every single day, freshly postpartum. Every single day, I would get a venti, iced brown sugar shaken espresso, loaded, like 4 shots. Like, that was my holy grail, right?
Okay, but I'm not hating on Starbucks. I'll still get Starbucks.
See, sometimes. Now I won't. Now I'm a Starbucks meh. But
it's not too bad.
But then I did have 7 Brew, and I was like, oh, this is so good. And I had Dutch Bros. Oh, this is so good, right?
See, okay, Dutch Bros, I feel like, is like the better 7 Brew.
Yes, 1,000% better than Starbucks.
No, okay, honestly, I'm sorry. Even though it's a big corporation, and honestly, Like we like to support local. I will still drink it.
Okay, you want me to be honest? You want me to be so honest? The
What?
reason why I stopped drinking Starbucks
What?
was because I got so many hate comments. Why are you going to Starbucks? Stop going to Starbucks. Stop going to Starbucks. I don't know what. I'm so uncultured. I'm not even
Yeah.
kidding. But like, I don't know what was going on. So when I was reading these comments, they were really bad. Like, I didn't know this was happening behind the scenes with Starbucks, right? I still don't know. I don't know 100% what's going on. So I was like, I'm sick of seeing these comments. I'm gonna stop going to Starbucks. So then that's when I started going to other coffee shops,
That's
and
good.
that's what kind of spiraled into what I do now, right?
Really, that's good though.
But back to your story.
Yes, it is true. Anyways, yeah. I feel like once you start, okay, so the espresso machine I started with was like, I think it was the Chefman, and like you could use like any beans, which I would get mine. I get mine from roasted. I still get them from roasted, even as a coffee shop owner. I think theirs is like, is it Green or Green, Texas?
Green.
Green. I think that's like the main roaster that roasted gets there from. So I guess it's the beans that we use, but we use roasted from Green. But anyways, so with those espresso machines, those ones they're not really like what do you say?
Strong, bold.
No. Like you don't really need a certain bean for it. Yes, like it will still come out like probably not the best if you don't use the freshest beans or like the freshest grind. So I didn't have a grinder at the time. I would I would just get them already grinded and just kind of like you didn't because now with ours it has to be a certain grind and you know just for like the gauge like to like shoot up and pull like the pressure and stuff. So the espresso machine I was using it didn't have any of that. Like
I see.
it was just like you put it in, pack it in. As long as it's to the max line, you pull it, whatever. And so that's kind of what we were doing. We would kind of just use any beans, and like I said, I would use roasted too. So it wasn't until we got a new espresso machine where it was like, okay, now we need to figure this out and figure out like try different beans, try different grinds, basically weigh it out, all the
Calibrating your machine the right way to use a certain bean. Yeah.
Which is crazy. It is a lot. But anyway, so we got into that. Where was I going with that? we got into that. Yeah, and so I feel like once we got into that more, we're like, we should do this. And really more is like, so my husband is a barber. He's been a barber. He has a barber shop and he's been a barber for like 10 years. So a lot of people don't know, like being a hairstylist, a nail tech, or just anything in the beauty industry, it's a really big toll on your body. Me so much like yes I feel like mine's more the chemicals that I use because I'm so close to it but for as him it's the repetitive movement of his hands and then also like standing up like all day. So like that's hard on your body, it's hard on your legs, it's hard on your arms. Like a lot of people get what is it called, carpal tunnel. Yes. So like I think he's at the point where he's getting ready to like transition out of this career, and it's kind of like, oh well, what else can we do? Like what else does he love, like to turn into a career? And really like out of high school he went straight into like barbering. Like he's never had any other job than barbering,
and he's still so young. Like y'all can still do so many things, you know.
And also too, that's also something is crazy is like I feel like with the career that I picked, which is being a nail tech, and like me being also a creative and just loving all kinds of things because I literally like dabble in everything. One of my biggest fears is like people looking at me as like quitting. But it's like, no, if I want to switch and like do something else, I should be able to, and I'm going to do it regardless of what people say.
Guess who just texted me?
Who?
7 Brew. Not even kidding.
Why do you even have 7 Brew?
Oh, no. Anyways,
oh
yes.
my God.
No, I feel that 100%. I feel like I want to do so many things.
And you should be able to.
And it wasn't like this right here, right now. I literally I did this because not even a month ago, my husband was like, I told him, I said, Ruben, there's so many things I want to do, but I'm just afraid. And he was like, why are you afraid? And I was like, I don't know. I even thought the same thing with TikTok. I was like, this is like nothing. It's silly. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to have fun with it. And it kind of went somewhere. So I think that's kind of cool. But that's how I feel with a podcast. I've always wanted to do a podcast, but I didn't want to be another person that does a podcast and just doesn't continue it. Because like, I'm not going to lie to you. I might hate this in a year and want to stop. I just have new interests all the freaking time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've always wanted to do something like this. Same with like YouTube. Yeah. I grew up in that era of all of the gurus doing their fun thing, but I watched so many different YouTube channels. But it's not even the YouTube, it's the long form content that I like. That's what I really, really like. So when it came to TikTok, short form content, that's easy to me. Like, that's easy to do. But 3 minutes is a long time. But to me, I want to post a 10-minute video. I do. I have so much to say. Like, that's all of my videos I keep short because of an attention span to an audience. But that's why I wanted to do this, so I can, dabble in long form content. And just because I have a lot of things to say and a lot of knowledge I want to share. But same with the podcast. But also, I love to sing. I've been singing all of my life. And it's before I die, I want to record. I want to do music so bad, but I'm so scared. I don't know why. I'm terrified. That's the one thing. I mean, I've been a worship leader since I was 13 years old. I'm 27 now, and my family, we're all musically inclined. So, like, I was always known as, like, the singer, but I'm afraid. I'm not known as a singer to, like, the public, you know? Some of my friends that I have that do music, they're known as singers. They're not afraid to own it. I don't know why I'm so afraid to own it. I guess because I don't want to be criticized. 'Cause that's the one thing I love. That's the one thing I love that I can just love on my own. But when it comes to like church, that's not about me. So it's easy to sing at church. It's easy to serve because I'm using my gifts for God and it's not about me. But the day I go sing karaoke, I'm like freaking out. I am. I don't know why. Anyways, off topic.
That's crazy because I cannot see you freak out about karaoke because you're just so effortlessly in front of the camera.
I'm not even kidding. I cannot sing for one person in a room. Like right now, if you ask me, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If there's a room full of people, that's easy. Like that, I don't have to think about it.
Okay, but imagine it's just me and you in here.
No, I could
What
not.
song would you sing?
None. I literally couldn't. I have to be like Delulu to do that. I seriously couldn't do that. But
which is crazy though, because like I feel like that also plays a part, like in like you just having faith. Because like I feel like as a creative too, and I'm learning this too as well. Like when God gives you an idea, you need to act on it, and also too like have faith in Him. Like He's not giving you this idea for no reason. You know.
Same with like your gifts. Like I feel like creativity is definitely a gift. And I feel like He gave me that gift for a reason. I am using it, but I feel like I could be using it so much better. Like, how can I do more for the Lord, right? Moral of the story is I'm now in that season of like, if there's something I want to do, I'm going to do it. And if I fail, that's fine. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah,
but I do love that y'all started Jireh. I think it's amazing. And I think it was actually at a good time too.
I think so too. And you know what's crazy is like everything's just been planned. Like everything is not planned at all. We came up with the idea. It was kind of like pondering for a little bit, and we're just like, okay, yeah, like making a list of things that we need. What will we do to start? But never really acting on it. And it wasn't until like, yeah, I really wanted this before the end of the year. One of my friends, her husband, also owns a barbershop, and that's whenever our first pop up came because she was doing a event, and I was like, "Do you guys have coffee?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, or me and my husband are actually gonna open up a coffee business. Um, can we be a vendor?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course." And literally, we had nothing. We had an espresso machine. We had nothing. I boom came up with the logo. We had the name already, of course. Came up with the logo, played with the logo, marketing, our aesthetic, everything within less than a week. Ordered everything we needed. I remember we spent so much money on all that stuff. We didn't we didn't like we didn't even break even our first pop up because it was just like, oh my gosh, we spent so much money. Even Joel's like, and at that moment I felt a little bit discouraged. I'm just like, maybe we shouldn't even do this. Like this is kind of like whatever. And Joel's like, no, like the first one, like this is like the main stuff that we need anyways. But anyways, so all this was the first pop up, and like all of this was gathered in like a week, and like boom, just made it. And like I remember we announced, and we kind of been doing this actually, and it kind of shows like how much like we love this what we do, but it's kind of I'm just so busy. It's just like I'm just gonna do it when I do it. The thought comes to me, and I'll think about it and I'll like ponder on it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I don't. So we started marketing, I think the day before our
Yes.
first pop up.
You marketed literally
The day before we
a
just came up with the
day.
video.
I was like, what? Like, how am I going to clear my schedule tomorrow? And I wasn't able to go. I remember I was so upset because I wanted to go so bad. But I
Mm-hmm.
remember that. But I remember how huge it was.
It was. We had a huge line. And I remember thinking and telling Joelle, like, what if no one shows up? Like, oh my gosh. And like kind of being scared because I feel like that's the first feeling like of anything you do. Like, what if I fail? What if it, and like, you know, and I remember, and we had a line the whole time. We didn't sell out because I feel like we were learning the nits and the gritty, whatever of it. Like, we were kind of just like, oh, like in each other's way and like just trying, like, I don't know, missing stuff, running out of stuff. We kind of still do sometimes.
But now you have a process. And
yes, now
you
we have
do
a better process.
Yeah.
And you know, we're just still learning as we go. It's definitely a lot. But yeah, so anyways, that was us. And honestly, I feel like we like dedicating this business like all glory to God. Like it's
Yeah.
just like everything. And I feel like we've kind of been wanting to do this to like all our other businesses, but this one, and which we have been transitioning to that, but like this one is just straightly like, you know, kind of just like being like a faith-owned business. And just, and also too, I was just thinking about that on the way here. I was like, how would I explain that? And like,
Explain it, because I know exactly. I'm thinking it, and I want you to explain who you were before Jireh and who people used to know you as.
a lot of people, yeah.
So why don't
I
you
feel like
explain
that was like a whole, like when I first, so the crazy thing is, so when I first did Aquarius nails, so Aquarius nails, when I first started doing nails, I was actually working, I was pregnant. I was like, maybe, I don't know, not far, like 3 months. No, I think I just found out like what I was having. So it was probably like 4 or 5 months. I was working at Old Navy. And I remember I applied for Old Navy thinking I'm going to be in the storefront. Like, oh, okay, yeah, just folding shirts and like greeting people. No, they had me in the back. It was like a factory. And I was like, this is not what I signed up for. And I remember I went on break. I never went back. So
You're crazy.
if someone who worked with me at Old Navy remembers this, I went on break and I didn't go back. I remember immediately after that, I was like, I need to do something with my life. I need to go to school. And I think at this time I was like 20 or was I 21? I don't know. I need to go to school. I need to do something. I need a career. I can't do these little jobs. So immediately I was like, you know what? I like doing nails. At this time, I was someone who could not have my nails done. So I was always in the nail salon getting my nails done. And then at some point, like I was there like every 2 weeks. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna do my own nails. Like they're always breaking off. They never last. Whatever. I'm gonna do it. And I've always been into beauty, like doing my own hair, doing all this stuff. So I just started doing my own nails. And I was like, you know what? I can go to school for nails. And I should have, yeah. I think the program was only like 5 months. I went literally that same week I go and I sign up and I start doing nails. But at this time, I was really big into astrology. I loved astrology. Like you talk to me, I'm like, what's your rising? What's your moon? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can tell. You're giving that. Like that was literally me. Like I would be like, okay, your Virgo moon makes sense. And like that was that was me.
I love that. No,
And
I love that because I used to say all the time, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius.
exactly.
But like, I don't know what that means. That's as far as I got. But I still
Okay,
love to say it until
yeah,
I
no, I
realized.
would go down to the whole birth chart, to just down the whole thing. Like I had so much free time before, like I would be up for hours, like just like reading things. Even too, before I met my husband, I would have to read his birth chart. Our birth chart. Not that it matters, it doesn't, because I don't really
Yeah,
believe in it
yeah.
anymore. But yeah, like our birth chart had to be good.
Yeah.
Like it had to be compatible, and ours was, and that's kind of really why I gave him a chance. And I was like, oh yeah, it says we're compatible and all
Yeah.
this stuff. So I was really into it like that. And I was really into like just like the practices that came with it, kind of more. I feel like I didn't get into it. Maybe that was like kind of like God's like stopping me of doing it. I didn't really get into the tarot, but I really was interested in it. I don't think maybe I like had enough time, or I think I was just like kind of not bored. I just didn't want to research it more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the point where I was just like, oh, like I love reading people's energies, which I do, but now I know it's really like God's discernment that he blessed me with to be able to read people's energies. And that's really just discernment. Now I know it's that.
Yeah.
But that was me. Like, oh yeah. And so when I first started Aquarius nails, I remember telling my best friend at the time, I'm like, yeah, and I'm gonna name it Aquarius nails, and I'm gonna read people's birth charts while I do their nails. Um, I'm gonna have a tarot reader in there. Because this is me. As soon as I come up with any idea, boom, all ideas. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
this. Which I'm glad it's funny because my sister just told me, she's like, I wish I had audacity like you.
I love
And
that.
at
I
first
actually
I'm
love
like,
that.
audacity? And she's like, no, like you kind of just like have the audacity to do things
Hmm.
that pop in your head. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. So anyways, back to Aquarius. So yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do all this stuff. So this is like full on like, oh, Aquarius. Anyways, I didn't end up doing that because I don't know. Like I said, so many ideas pop in my head, and it's like
Yeah.
it's good and it's bad because it's like I go through things, but then I also get tired of things really fast
Mhm.
and then don't stick out with it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So that was me. I think it wasn't until I got saved,
Yeah.
which I was already
A
like,
believer.
yeah, I was already a believer. Um, but I wasn't really like, my relationship with God wasn't that strong
Hmm.
as far as in like, hey, like I don't want to do things that,
My way.
yeah, my way, and also that might disappoint him, or and like that, it's also something like, hey, like this is not of me.
And but that's
Like,
kind of good though, because you felt that conviction, and I feel like
mm-hmm.
conviction. Be thankful for conviction.
Yeah, for
Sometimes I
sure.
was always thankful for conviction when I was younger because I would want to go out with my friends that were going out, but I felt like no, you shouldn't be going anywhere. Don't go
Mm-hmm.
there. So I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good that you felt that conviction at that time though, because it is important.
Yeah, and it's actually the crazy thing that came through it with it is so yeah, I had Aquarius nails, and it was like that. More is more, like I feel like maturing too. I'm just like, like I just kind of grew out of it, and of course getting closer to God. And I got saved, and truly gave my life to God in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of just like, and he's like telling me like, you need to change your name. And I actually struggled. And so 2023, I just changed my name this year. So 2023, he was telling me I was not being obedient, and I remember he like, you need to change your name. You need to, like, this is not you anymore. And then I was scared though, because I was like, I grew my Aquarius nails so much. Everyone knew me. Oh, Aquarius nails, Aquarius nails. And I was like, I didn't want to lose that. And it's like, okay, so like now who am I going to be? What is everyone going to think of me? And that was something I was scared, and I just kind of like, I never wanted to act on it. So me
Yeah.
being disobedient, never doing it.
I mean, rebranding is always nerve wracking, but I remember rebranding is always nerve wracking, but also like I probably would have felt nervous too. Like, how am I going to change what I have? But I would remember, like, he gave me what I have. So he's going to
Exactly
do it
that.
again.
And then that's exactly what he's been doing. It's just kind of like just being obedient, really. And it's just like, move when he says to move, not when you want to move.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's when he's just going to bless you more. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's just what he's been doing. It's just, it's been insane. Like, just walk, like, it's crazy because like you always like hear about it, like, just follow him like blindlessly, like
Yeah.
just faithfully. And you kind of like, you think of it like, yeah, you hear about it, and like you listen, like whatever sermon you will hear, or just like, positivity that you're like listening to, like, or positive people saying that. And like you don't really think about it or do it until you're actually doing it, and you're like, this is stupid and this is crazy, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then you do, and then the blessings that come from it is just insane, and you're just like, whoa.
Sometimes, whenever I feel like the Lord's telling me to go do something that I know I'm afraid to do,
Mm-hmm.
that's even more obvious. It's Him telling me to do it. But also, I kind of get excited for the aftermath of what's going to come after because
Yeah,
it's like, I can't imagine what He's going to do for me because of what I just did for Him, you know?
exactly.
But I think that's actually really cool. So I'm happy. I'm so glad. I love that story because I think it's so cool how you just, I don't know, you were saved and you just changed your entire life.
I think it's kind of just like friends, and like hearing what people like. So before I got saved, I would always hear this about people, and like give them a background or whatever. Like obviously, like I don't know. I've been through some
Yeah.
things. I've been through some things, and I lived multiple lives throughout my short-lived years. But like I feel like the thing that you hear the most is like, oh yeah, she was this and she was that, and now she's saved.
Yeah,
And
that's.
it's like,
I mean, I
and all she
always.
does is talk about Jesus now, and
Yeah.
like, and it's like the same. And I feel like that was like something that I would like. I don't like. I don't want to be that girl, and that was something that I was scared of. But then it's like, why am I being ashamed of him? And like, because he renewed me, he literally changed me, and like the way that he works, he can literally change you in an instant.
Yeah.
And I think like not a lot of people will see that until they experience it themselves.
And it's
So when they
also.
see it happen, they don't think it's real, and they judge it.
And it's also like not up to us to convince. I mean, yes,
Exactly.
it is up to us in a way to, be evangelists and to go make disciples of all nations, but it's also not up to us to convince every single person that we come across that I am saved. Like, no,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter what
But it's
you
by the
think.
fruits you bear.
Yes, yeah. It doesn't matter what you think of me because I know who I am and I know Christ knows who I am too and I know who Christ is. So it's definitely hard. The world is definitely ugly, but the world also crucified a perfect person, a perfect man. So it's like, who are we to ever even try to
Prove to
prove
anyone.
exactly?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think once you let that go, and that was for me, like letting that go of like wanting to prove myself to anybody, and it's like I don't need to prove myself to anyone.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. It wasn't until these last maybe 2 years where I was like, literally, who freaking cares? Who cares who anybody? Like I've never really cared what people thought about me since I was little. Sure, I have moments where I'm just like, actually, I take that back. I spiral. I definitely spiral. I will convince myself that somebody's having a conversation about me when they're not, or somebody doesn't like me when they do. So like I will convince myself things, but also I feel like that is the enemy just trying to distract me and keep me from doing something that I know I'm supposed to do.
It definitely is.
But I feel like I've just always been kind of a carefree, I don't really care in a positive way kind of person. Like I love them. I love when people like roast me because it's funny and it's humbling and it's just like I love when my brother would roast me or even my husband because it's like they're right, But I don't care what people think. If I did, I wouldn't post. If I did, I wouldn't be doing this. Like if I really cared, I wouldn't live. I wouldn't live life, And I love living life and I love people. And I don't know. I just feel like I could die on my way home today. But at least I'm living my life carefree in the best way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's important. That's something I always try to tell people. Like when people ask me, like, I want to start doing content creation, what do I do? I'm like, well, first off, you need to love yourself first. And I truly feel like that is step one. Know who you are first. Know your purpose in life first. I mean, I don't know my purpose in life, but like be comfortable with yourself first because once you start seeing yourself on camera, you're not going to post it because you're not going to feel, secure or there's going to be things that come with that. But just stay true to who you are first and then go. And that's how I feel like I kind of am now. But I don't know. It's crazy.
You're so inspiring, though. I love the way you are.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's definitely, yeah, like being carefree and not caring what people think. Yeah. I think like that's when I realized it when we went to Pilates. And we went to go get coffee afterwards, and you just popped your phone up and we're like, let's do a fit check. And I'm just like, you don't care that other people are watching us? And I'm just like,
Well, I was with y'all, so it's kind of easier. But if I was alone,
that's just you naturally, though. I feel like, and like that's I feel like that's just so inspiring.
Thanks. I hope I inspire people. We are going to do something I like to call a local business feature. We're going to feature a local business every episode. And today, my business feature is Jireh. Give it up for Jireh. I don't have the coffee with me today, but here's a picture of some of the coffees I have ordered. Absolutely loved the banana brulee latte. I'm not even joking right now. That coffee was the best coffee I've ever freaking had. I love that. I will drink that syrup. It's so good. Check out Jireh Coffee Shop at their next pop-up and their physical location next year. So stay on the lookout. Here is their profile so you can follow them at.
So, when was like the first video that you made on TikTok that was like, I'm going to start recording videos of myself?
That's a toughie because I feel like, okay, I decided when I was 30 weeks pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, it's time. I'm going to start posting every single day. I've been posting every single day. Ah,
Mostly.
I skipped Vlogmas yesterday. I've been posting every single day since I was 30 weeks pregnant. And now my son's about to turn 2. So that was when I decided. So I used to be well, let's backtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Content creation has always been something I have admired. And I think it was back in 2023. I was working for an event planner. Love her so much. She's so talented. Well, I was doing content for her events. I was also posting like these events on my personal stories because they were just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I had always had an eye for like the right aesthetic Instagram story.
Mm-hmm.
So I would post all this stuff when I started making content for her, when I started making content for Posh and Posy. Um, little clips here and there for them. Well, then I decided I really love doing this. I want to do this for more local businesses. So then I launched Bend Collective. And if you know Bend Collective, then you have been here for quite some time. I started Bend Collective as its own content creation. I would like to say the first one, but not the
Mm-hmm.
first one. There was like one other person. But
I think you were the first one. I remember looking. I
mhm.
remember looking a long time ago because I was like, I need help with my Instagram. I can't handle this by myself. And I remember looking for someone and I can't remember another one, but there was another one. But I remember Ben Collective.
It was Bend Collective, and I remember it sucked. Don't get me wrong. Like my Instagram graphics,
No, I
I,
think it was good.
my reels were good.
At the
I will
time.
say that. Yes, at the time, it was very aesthetic, all that stuff. But my graphics were terrible. I'm still learning graphics to this day. But I started with Bend Collective, and that same day that I started Bend Collective, I get a call from a well-known vacation rentals company in Port Aransas
Mm-hmm.
to go work for them as a social media manager. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do both? I was like, we'll figure it out. So I kept my 2 clients I already had, and I started working at this company. What turned in for the part-time position turned into a full-time position within a week, and I couldn't take on any more clients. So I just let it go. Basically, I stopped doing it, and I just fully went on with my actual job, my actual hours and consistent pay and insurance, all that stuff, right? So I stopped really posting for other people, but I started posting for myself lightly because I was doing it all the time. Well, and when I got pregnant, that's when I realized, okay, I'm not going to be here after I have my baby. Like, I know I'm going to go on leave and I don't think I'm coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I started posting for myself. And I started posting like I was posting when I was engaged. I posted like my wedding series. I posted when I got pregnant, posted like my pregnancy journey. Then I posted like my newborn journey and then my breastfeeding journey, whatever. But when I was 30 weeks, that's when I quit. I left my job and I was like, I'm itching to create. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I posted so much for my job that I no longer work at. Who can I film for? Like, who can I film for, right? And then I was like, well, I guess I'll just try to film for myself. So then that's when I did. And I posted everything. Everything. Like breastfeeding. Not like
Yeah.
nothing weird, but like pumping, like the pumping journey, how I
Mm-hmm.
stored my milk and how I'm navigating postpartum, newborn life, all of that stuff. So I would say it was never like my whole nesting series. I had a nesting series with me and
Mm-hmm.
my, stay at home mom,
I love those.
stay at home wife. Oh, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I loved filming
Mm-hmm.
them. Oh, I was so exhausted though when I was pregnant. But that's kind of where it started. And then I remember I was so like, I was like, who cares? So I posted everything. And if you go back and look at those videos, it's so cute. It's so funny. And they were so bad. Some of them were just like, girl, why'd you leave that clip in? Like,
But
cut
you
it.
got to start somewhere.
Absolutely. So,
You got to start somewhere and then you will get like just progressively get
yeah.
better.
So that's where my journey technically started. I would say I've been consistently posting for maybe 2-ish years.
Now look though, you've grown so much
Yeah.
and you have an influence,
I get
which
it.
is a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't know there was like a gift of influence until someone told me.
I think I'm trying to understand that part. Don't
It's an actual gift.
I don't like it. Like I don't, not that I don't like it. I've met, so I posted a video about this local business, and the next time I saw them, they were like, they gave me the biggest hug, and they were like, you don't understand what your video did for my business. They're like, we've quadrupled in sales. And I was like, mind blown that I didn't know that could happen. And I was so happy for them. But I also, like, I didn't want any recognition. But I'm the one that made the video and posted it. But I still didn't want any recognition. Like, no, that's not me. I didn't do that. To me, the Lord pushed that out into the For You page. Like, truly. But I just didn't want any recognition. So I think that's something I struggle with, is like understanding, not so much like the power I have, because I don't think I have any power, but like I guess influence that I have. But I want to use it for the good, you know? Like I don't ever want, like some people ask me like, why didn't you post that one coffee place that you didn't like? And I'm like, because why am I going to bash a business? That's somebody's life.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean the next person isn't. Like, what if they love it, you know? So like I'm not gonna ever bash a local business. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to our first Hey Howdy Hi episode. Jess, thank you so much for being my first guest.
Thank you for inviting me.
This is a lot of fun though, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes us. I hope you all follow along. I'm going to have a lot of more fun entrepreneurs and women-owned businesses, even just local businesses in general. I just love showing Corpus love. I feel like people hate on Corpus so much, and I'm not a Corpus hater. I'm really not. And I just want to showcase the city to the people that just don't know how amazing it is, because a lot of people don't understand how cool this place actually is. But thank you so much for tuning in. Jess, where can people find you on social media?
You can find us on Instagram. Oh my gosh, I got so nervous.
I'll add it in like
okay,
clip.
Yeah, you can find me now page at Gloss Nail Studio. Don't get my face in that. Oh my God. Okay, I can't do it.
You just did an hour.
Okay, yeah, go again. Actually, just add it in.
Follow her right here. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, and I'll
we will see you next time.
Okay.